because the dogs. I don't know if you can hear them over there. Can't really see them though. Yeah, sweetie. Welcome home. So yeah, it was a long festival. Oh, if you don't know already, my name's Kevin G Nicholson. I'm the host of this YouTube channel that nobody watches, according to some people. Right now, according to no people, which is fine. Everything's fine. Gotta take care of some things. Give myself another ice. So I guess I officially have memberships up for whatever that does, which means I got to put bonus photos that no one's ever seen of my old artwork up, and I guess that's what I'm offering. That and emojis, I guess. Or I guess those are the emojis. I'm not quite sure how the whole thing works, but I think I turn it on all the same and go through the steps. It was a productive day. I'm chilling out right now listening to my latest album, Electric Euphoria, which you should find on Apple Music, Pandora, Spotify, YouTube, etc., 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 etc. I won't be at this for too long because I had such a good time this past weekend that I lost my voice, and it still hasn't fully recovered yet. So, with that in mind, here I am reporting on the excursion that was, and it was quite the excursion. Excuse me. It was, I like to think that we kept the pace. Oh, excuse me. But it was, partying for 4 days. Some might say is an unattainable dream, and I would agree with that statement because we left early. We left on Sunday, even though we could have stayed the night and gone home Monday. But we were both drained by that point, and I was like, nah, it's all right. I gotta go home, get my voice back. And I was no good on camera without my voice. So that kind of ended me. And although I feel like I'm like 85% back, I'm gonna give it a little bit of time so I can do that. And I figured until floggly a little bit. So Eric tried to actually tip me today. Tried to tip me $50. And thanks, but I can only do it. There's like a link to my PayPal on my channel page if you guys do want to donate and you don't want to let YouTube take that cut. I mean, either way, I'm grateful for any assistance, but I do not demand it. You guys work hard for your money, and if you got spare, great, but don't put yourself out for me. I mean, who am I? I'm just this silly dude I'm not reading your future. I'm not prognosticating like a prognosticator. But I am pulling out my guitar. My guitar. Oh. Put it over here. Because, you know, I figured I'd strum a little while waiting for the boys. The G-Force. Sparky nailed it. He wants to get Robert back. He thinks that she should be part of the G-Force, which is his clever name for like the group. Ooh, that's way off. I was feeling so bad. Asked my family doctor just what I had. I said, doctor, Mr. MD, doctor, can you tell me what's ailing me? And he said, yeah. Oh yeah, all you need, you really need is good loving, good loving, good loving. Come on, baby, squeeze me tight. Don't you want your baby to be alright? I said, baby, it's for sure. I got the fever, and you got the cure. Everybody say, yeah. All I need, truly needs good loving, good loving, good loving. Yay! My voice is still terrible, but that's alright. It'll recoup. I gave a mouse gonorrhea. Always a hit with the children. Let me entertain you. I'm as crazy as a loon. I haven't been quite right since I fell from that balloon. Let me entertain you. You can tell I'm just a man. My brain is barely working. I can hardly shake your hand. Let me entertain you with my tales of masturbating. I got stalactites on my bedroom ceiling. A million sperm are quaking. Let me entertain you with the last line of my song. My nuts are really aching. Ooh, I think that something's wrong. I made a guy laugh so hard he fell off a log at Strange Creek because I whispered it to him. It hit him hard, hit him fast, knocked him right on his ass. Oh, hi, Sparky. No. I was just practicing a little. Let's see what was, if I still had a little, my voice is still a little rough though. I tried singing. It was terrible. You can still probably hear it a little bit. I gotta like gargle with like hydrogen peroxide and soap. And I gotta probably burn the back of my throat. You know, and then follow that with whiskey. And then I think a nice sweet and sour douche down the old hatch. And then I think I'll be all right. Yeah, it's a whiskey voice. But I figured I'd stream anyway because I've been trying to decide what to do. I took like 3.5 hours of footage, and I'm gonna throw some of it up long form, but I'm not gonna throw all 3.5 hours up just like straight. So I figure I'll do it in segments, and I'll do like three smaller parts. But that means I actually got to go into it and really apply myself for a day straight. Probably more because that's a lot of footage. Yeah, that's how it's gonna kind of run. There's going to be a mini series of some sort of the Strange Creek adventure. And actually, if you listen to the last short, you should go back and listen to it sometime, because it was just like, oh, everything was fine, and everyone was like, oh, it's so good to see you. We enjoy having you here. And then you can hear in the background this one girl going, nobody watches your YouTube channel. And I'm like, oh, no one watches. I thought that was just like, why would you be so hurtful? Why? I didn't do anything to you. So yeah, but I figure, that's part one. That's we're dealing with that. Not like I stayed in state, but still. And then I figured day two will be I guess you'll see it, but I'm gonna cut it up into 3 parts, and then I'm gonna go back to the medieval stuff. Yeah, we won't watch her channel then. She's been leaving comments. I think it's her. I mean, I don't know because everyone's got an alias. I'm the only person who's got his actual name. You and me. We're the only people who got our actual name on here. Although technically, I guess I'm Blackstripe Pro, depending on how you're looking at it. But she probably does have a channel. I should have looked. But I'm just glad she's far away. Yeah, that's right. We have the balls. I was saying earlier before you got in the room that about the G-Force and how I thought that was excellent. So we're going to be forming the G-Force. Those are the Kevin G Nicholson players, members, associates. Oh, I did that today too, Sparky. I set up memberships. There's only one level. There's one level, and you get emojis, I guess. That's what I set up. But I set it up minimum, and I don't know if anything will happen from it, but I just thought I'd give it a shot. See if I can at least set it up and understand it. And maybe as I go through it, maybe I'll figure it out more. And then Eric tried to tip me $50 today via Messenger, which was really nice of him. But I can't get money that way through Messenger. I suppose I could have signed up with it. But you can only kind of, I got it set where you can only pay me through YouTube and PayPal, I guess. But so I'm curious to see if anything happens from that, because they say you're supposed to push it, and I ain't pushing it. I don't like being a heavy salesman. You know what I mean? I'm not like, don't. If you can't afford it, don't do it. It really is. It's kind of like, I don't want it. It's going to put you in a bad financial position. You take care of yourself first before you get a membership to this stupid channel. But if you got things covered, yay! Nice to hear. And I'm glad for that. So yeah, I went through a lot more footage today. And then I got side quested. You ever have anyone drop into your life and all of a sudden you're on a side quest for something else? Well, I ended up finding out that my Nikon D50 camera is still working and actually working pretty good. And so I cleaned it up and charged up the batteries, and I'm going to do a couple of sets because that was a pretty decent camera. It doesn't do video. And then I got a cyber shop that I'm going to see if I can get a cable for. And that should get me the rest of the way. So a lot of photography in the future, a lot of stuff coming up, and I didn't have to buy new gear. I just had to, find cables for the old gear. But I thought it was done for, but still holding the charge, still giving me a little bit of oomph. And then when you get your guitars over here, wow, we're gonna have to be doing the. What we'll do is I will auction off one of the guitars, one of the ones that you don't want. We'll auction it off here. See who wants legendary Sparky's guitar. Think it'll work, man. I think it'll work, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, I mean, who knows? What are we gonna learn? You're gonna be here anyway. We just put it on, put pictures up, and go, hey, this is it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just a thought. You didn't have to make fun of me. I'll never do that voice again. That's not true. I'll do it all the time. Oh, yeah, he'll sign it. So if you want a guitar from the legendary Sparky, he'll sign it, and we'll auction that off. Can we do that? I think that's legal. We can do that, but it'll have to be like some way. Anyway, we'll figure it out. It's just an idea. It's just a thought. The Balding Hillbilly. What's up? Hello. And remember, to you too, Sparky, anyone in here, please toggle edge my like button. My like button likes to be touched, and then you can untouch it, and you can touch it again. Do it as many as you want, as long as you leave it in the up position. Position. I still haven't got my voice back, and I'm already starting to go over the top. Oh. And let's take a trip to the fridge because I need something to drink. Otherwise, I'm just gonna sound like this all night. I'm gonna be like Floyd. Now Floyd sounds on the Muppet Show. Hey, man, gravity. What do I got in here? Checking out my. Should I go for a doctor? Oh no, I'll do that. That's a good idea. Do a little. Oh, thank you for the like button. Oh, got myself a little polar orange dry. I don't do this often, but occasionally. I should have had a ginger ale, but maybe I'll do that next. Oh, you can hear the crack. Can you hear it? Much better. Oh. So yeah, I'm still recuperating for this past weekend, but it was definitely worth it for video. It was definitely worth it. I was indeed assaulted by a female without consent, and we will discuss that on a later live stream. Well, actually, I'll show you the video and we'll go through it. We'll go through the evidence together. I went to Strange Creek 2024, which is a music festival that lasts an entire weekend up in Greenfield, Mass. And I brought my camera and I brought this. And I recorded a lot of video and I drank a lot. And I had fun and I sang and I laughed. And I knocked some guy off his butt onto the ground after I played a song for him because he laughed so hard. And there was lots of beauty and the weather was great. So yeah, no, it was like, if you get a chance, go back through my channel. Like, I've been posting shorts, but I'm going to post a long form up eventually at some point. But the shorts will show you like they hang tapestries. they hang tapestries around their campsites, and some of them are really cool. It's like art. And then and just the people are real nice, and generally there's a lot of smiles. Yeah, it was good. But see, you can hear it. I was carrying on so much that I lost my voice. And now I'm losing my voice again because I'm excited and I'm talking to you guys about it. The grooviness. And then I had to get back, and then I had to pick up my mother from the airport. And then while I was After I picked her up from the airport, I started driving home, and then this guy called me on the phone while I was driving. I couldn't take the call, so I made my mother talk to him. Oh, it was. It was. It was a good time. There were negative spots. There was adversity to get over, but like a dime, like a dime. Oh, excuse me. Like a burp. It's a big, powerful burp. So yeah, it was. And the video I've yet to post, some of it's amazing. Oh God. And I hate to be a misogynist, but some of these girls were just absolutely pieces of art in and of themselves. In fact, there was one girl who literally was art. She had herself body painted, had an elaborate outfit on, and it was very cool. And you guys will get to see that. And so all this stuff is yet to be posted on my channel. Do, re, mi, fa, so. I'm screwed. I'm a musician who can't sing. Oh yeah, there. I mean, I don't have to own anything, but just to look at them, some of them were just beautiful, just art. I'm not quite as hot as Brittany Rovesh, but but I'm partial. We'll see if she makes a second gig. Yeah. Yeah, they got one building that they kind of associate with art now. And this was after I've been there. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to showing that. And even though technically it is a little bit nudity, it's not like sexual nudity, so I think it'll pass the censors. She did survive the butterfly. She was a beautiful butterfly. We'll see what else we can get her to be. Ultimately, she's going to be my companion if she does the next gig. Because the TARDIS is coming in a couple of weeks. And that's my next appearance. Because if there's a TARDIS there, I got to be there too in Doctor Who garb. Yeah, please do. I mean, poke through all of them, but I mean, there's more coming. So if you haven't subbed, do so. Or if just keep going back. There's going to be a lot more I'm going to be putting up. I didn't even get all of the Medieval Fair up yet. But that's the capture. I discovered I had a bonus memory card too. So now I got 3 memory cards that I can handle like a full day and a half's worth of video. So I'm excited to share that stuff. And while I was setting up my memberships, I found a bunch of old paintings that I did in the early 90s. And they weren't half bad. So I put those up as emojis. And it'll be interesting to see if that does anything. Some of you guys are crazy enough. Eric probably will. Sweet. Anytime I hear that, I think of South Park. Sweet, dude. And there's just so much more to come. But it really, I think, getting through the summer's going to be awesome, but the fair season that's local to here, that's going to be the home run. South Park is right on the edge. They're always right on the cutting edge. They're really funny and pretty impressive at how sharp they are. He's like, actually, and that was funny because people were running around Strange Creek going, "I respect my authority." Like, I mean, not all the time, but people getting the respect my authority. So yeah, that was going on. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, I'm sure. I mean, if you appreciate the nature of it all, which I do, until snow makes its visit. I'm not a fan of snow. I don't like cold. I mean, I'm a little warm now, but I'll take this over snow any day. You divorced truck driver. You are a divorced truck driver, but I recognize you and I bid you greetings and hello. It is good to see you again, and I use silly voice to possibly entertain, possibly irritate. You going to? I need to read the room. I'm not sure. It's all gone straight through hell. I see a man over here by a horse. Hey man, you got a horse? What's your horse? Okay, that horse has been dealt with. So the next thing on my agenda in the short term, though, was putting up my show. We're bound to have a few good days in a row in the near future. So I'm mowing the lawn, I'm hanging them up, and I'm hanging out there for a few days out in the front of my house, which means I will be disconnected. I will not be jacked into the World Wide Web. I'm going to be looking for people to stop onto my lawn. But I will be able to live stream from there. So all I got to do, I got to move the receiver to the other side of the house, and that'll be cool. And we can hang out there. And that'll be cool. It'll be nice to hang out there for a little bit. Horse. And I got so many. Hey, I can do this for you guys now, because here, first off, I am one of the children of the clam. That's one of the things I got. And then someone gave me a photo. I'm not even sure what that is. I think it's burnt wood. I'm not sure what that's supposed to signify. And then let's see what we got. There's the camp out. Oh, sorry. That's where I went. And then I got this sticker. And then Treehouse. I guess this is another band. So that was cool. Oh, and I think that's the artist who painted the girl. And everyone's got their little QRL and everything. And then Raised Imperfections. So I made friends. And that was at the Strange Creek Campout. Where the worms. Oh, Sparky, I didn't tell you, Trevor was there. He was working the event. Which meant he had to do work. And then he was allowed to play. And he got it for free. Well, it's not for free if you work for it, but so I thought that was kind of, I'm gonna head out. Yeah, I know, right? Well, no, he's worked before. He just doesn't stick. It was very surface level. The interactions. You know, once you get out on that level. But yeah, it was interesting. Well, he made his way up. I guess he's in West Virginia or something, someplace down south. And he managed to get up here for that event. Which, you know, well, If you're really into it, then you can do it. But he asked me to go back down south, and I'm like, yeah, I ain't going south. I am not going down south. I'm grateful the weather has just turned where I enjoy it here. I'm not leaving. It's just getting good here. But yeah, so now it's I got a couple days of editing, and then I put up those long forms, and then I think I'm pretty much done for a little bit. I guess I'll go back to the medieval fair stuff. But I'm gonna watch the weather so I can hang up some paintings, and I'm starting to I'm looking at this place to clean it out because obviously I'm gonna have to make room. So that's gonna be a slow but steady process. But anyway, I don't want to tax my voice too bad. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sign out here. If you guys want, I will be in and out and around. I'll be posting as much as I can. But for tonight, thank you very much for hanging out, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.